Hi everyone, I'm a Name Babbler and welcome back to RimWorld. If you want to know where all this blood came from and how Ingrid met her untimely demise, check out the last episode in the link above. But for now, let's play. Martin, where we left off, Martin was communing with a Guaranlan tree to forge a connection. This particular tree will spawn dryads that will improve the immediate area and ultimately allow him to control them at some point. Don't really know what this is about, but we're going to find out together. The ritual is just about done. Let's see what happens. Whoa, okay. Tree connection ritual has been completed and is linked up to Martin. It says connection strength desired is 50%, hours per day to maintain is 5. I didn't realize that was the deal. Martin will prune the Guaranlan tree often enough to keep connection strength above this level. Higher connection strength allows supporting more dryads, but also falls faster, and thus takes more frequent pruning to maintain. You can click on the bar to adjust the desired target connection strength. Connection strength fall per day is 3.8%, and connection strength is affected by nearby buildings, which there are no nearby buildings, so we're okay there. We can choose a dryad cased. Let's see here. We can choose a dryad cast. Let's see. What do we want? Here you can choose which cast of dryads this Guaranlan tree will create. Dryads will emerge from pods that grow at the tree's base. The maximum number of dryads is based on the connection strength between the Guaranlan tree and the connected person. So what kind of dryads can we get? We can get a carrier, a dryad. Oh, good. So a dryad of this type specializes in carrying weapons, carrying items. Under human influence, it can help haul things where they need to go. Okay, that's kind of slow, but that's a cool option. A bark skin. They will absorb hits during combat. Bark skin dryads are covered by a thick bark-like hide, which is partly formed by the Guaranlan tree itself. So that's a tank. We have a clawer. They specialize in aggression and damage dealing. They have massive claws. They move pretty quickly. And they do... I don't see how much damage they do. I don't see that anywhere. It doesn't say how much damage they do, but I assume they do a pretty decent amount. A woodmaker. Okay, a slow bumbling dryad, which specializes in wood production. Together with its Guaranlan tree, this dryad can generate a wood-like material on an ongoing basis. Okay, that's kind of good too. It produces 32 wood every 2 days. We also have a medicine maker. They create 4 herbal medicine every 2 days. A berry maker, 40 berries every 2 days. I think for our particular situation, I'm between a medicine maker and a wood maker. We're going to be able to make our own medicine pretty soon, but wood is always an issue for us. And we always have to go to the edge of the map to kind of find it. this may be a silly choice, but also a tank would be good. I just don't know if we make a tank and then it gets killed, will this tree get mad at us? Or is that just, part of the deal? It understands that that's what's going to happen. Even like a damage dealer might be good. I actually probably think the most beneficial thing to us right now would be a bark skin. But that's only if we get attacked. What do you guys think? Well, you really can't answer me right now, so let me infer. You probably want me to get something to protect the colony. A berry maker, so that's out. Carrier, that's for convenience. A clawer, we have DPS people. We don't have a tank. Medicine, that's important, but we're going to be able to make it ourselves soon. Woodmaker, inconvenient to go cut trees that are far away. So, okay, you talked me into it. Barkskin, Dryad. Accept. Changing the Guarland's trees. Okay, it takes time and energy. After the connected person interacts with the tree, all Dryads will spend 5 days inside cocoons while they morph into the selected cast. Existing cocoons will cancel the transformation so they can morph to the current cast. All right, that works for me. It's going to spawn one in 7 days. What I didn't know at the start of this whole thing is that Martin is now going to need to commune with this 5 hours each day. I don't know how to necessarily manage that. I don't know how. Is that considered work? Is it considered recreation? I guess we'll find out, but it also means whatever he normally does, which is cutting plants and stuff, he's not going to be able to do that. We also have an open quest. Unless we missed it. Okay, there was a quest. Oh, right here. Colonist outsourcing. 3 colonists. So, Shalonla, they want me to send 3 colonists to their colony for 19 days. But if I accept the quest, I can pick what I want, and it would be a 38 increase to goodwill, which would bring us to 55, almost at ally. And we're going to need allies when we get attacked from other people. So I'm going to accept it. And now we need to see who is actually going to go. Martin. I guess we'll see what he does when he wakes up. But it seems like his role is changing a little bit here. He's going to be tending the plants and the animals. A shuttle has arrived to collect the 3 colonists. Can we put Galvin in there? Galvin can't walk. Okay, well, we figured that. All right, we're going to put Phil in there. For sure. I was going to send Martin, but we can't. Rice is a researcher, but expendable right now. And we'll put Zega. See you guys in a couple weeks. They're off. All right. Well, actually, they gave us the reputation increase immediately. So when they come back in 19 days, we'll see what they've learned and how they've changed. Who do we have left? Because we're gonna have to change things around a little bit here. So Galvin's gonna wake up soon. 5 days. When he wakes up, the only thing he really has a burning passion for is art and shooting. He has a passion for mining and intellectual activity, so he can be our researcher. I'm going to set that now. Okay. So we have to figure out who's going to be our new cook. Since there's not as much construction going on, Zyfe is going to be our new cook. He's only a 4. But there's not as much construction, so he's going to be our new cook. Secondarily, he'll do construction. And then after that, he'll do things like hunting, crafting, and that's that. Martin is going to really be very, very much focused on other things right now. So Fluff has a burning passion for melee and for doctoring, medical. Doesn't have a passion for really anything else except for shooting. So I can train her in other things, but it would just take her a long time to learn any of it. And she's going to make a lot of mistakes. Right now she's doing hauling. But you know, she could do things like plant seeds and cut plants. That'll just take her longer, but she'll be okay at doing it. Okay. Martin, you're waking up soon, I think. Martin wakes up at 7 p.m. Oh, and remember, Andra wanted to make some art. I need wood. We were just talking about that. Wow, no wood anywhere over here. I did chop wood. So there's no wood on this map right now. Because of those alpha beavers. Martin, I think you need to tend to this tree or else it's going to be... Oh, no. I saw it happen too late. An alpha beaver just ate the tree. I can't believe that. That little... Look at them. Look at these guys. They're over here eating everything. Oh, no. There's 8 of them. I don't want to aggro them. So... we're going to have to figure out a way to deal with alpha beavers, though. They just ate the Goronlin tree. Martin's probably going to be upset. Yep, Goronlin death. My tree, its calming presence became pure pain, then went silent. Its suffering echoes in my mind. Well, you can get back to helping with cooking and taming these horses. I need auto doors. Because this is a bottleneck right here. That door. Opening, closing, opening, closing. If it was an auto door, they would walk through and not lose any time. It's alright, Martin. You know what I would love for you to do? I'd love for you to plant some stuff up here. Who can we get to do that? That'll actually help them learn. Was it Fluff we were going to get to do planting? Yeah, Fluff, do that tomorrow. Oh, she cannot sow crops because she's under skill level 10. Okay, but you could do the rice. Get me some Devil Strand. We just need a little. I want you to sow this area. Yeah, he's really not. He's distracted because there's so much to do. These beavers. You eating the corn too? Alright, that's, I mean, there's plenty of corn to go around. Alright, Martin's just sowing, cutting the corn, harvesting the corn. I want him to be sowing other things, but he's just not doing it yet. He's also cooking. That's good. We need it. Zyfe is helping out with the cooking. Is Fluff sewing the area? So she's really slow at it. But that's okay. Everybody has to start somewhere. Galvin's up in 4 days. Now we're going to extend our power grid a little bit to power 2, 3, 4, 5. To power Phil's room. And also to power Zega's room. We'll just cut across here. I'm not really too worried about the power conduits. Although, does it make it less beautiful? No, seems to be okay. Great. Maybe you can grab some of this. I'd like this art bench. Because if I can make this art bench and then have Andra do something, she's inspired right now. So it'll be good whatever it is, even if it's a terrible thing. We'll make some sort of sculpture maybe for the dining room. So those alpha beavers, they still around? Yeah, they're still around. Look at them. Go away. Maybe it's a good thing. I mean, right when it was about to eat the Guarnland tree, I was talking about there's barely any wood, and I saw it eat it right as I was about to click off of that area. If I would have seen it maybe 10 seconds sooner, I probably would have shot at the alpha beaver. And then I would have had 8 alpha beavers attacking me. And that may have been bad. So maybe it's a good thing that I didn't notice it. And also maybe it's a good thing that Martin lost the connection so he doesn't need to maintain it 6 hours a day. At least we know what it's all about now. I need more steel. 87 more steel. How much can you carry? 38. So that's like 3 trips. You know, I had forgotten that you could look at the carrying capacity. Fluff can only carry 38. So Fluff can only carry 38 because their manipulation is down. Their manipulation is down because of their Go Juice dependency. So what happens if I let her? Because she really does need it right now. Get some Go Juice. Okay. Now her carry capacity is 90, but I bet that effect goes away soon. She's currently high on Go Juice. You know, if she hits 30 days without it, she goes to a coma. 60 days, she dies. So she is somebody that I have to deal with her dependency. Missing 11 steel. There's 11 steel right here. Cargo pods. You have detected a cluster of cargo pods crashing nearby. Perhaps you'll find something useful. What is it? Duck eggs, unfertilized. All right. Just selecting all the steel slag chunks. We still have this thing. I remember this in the beginning. I thought that if I didn't blow it up that the mechanoids would come get me, but that hasn't happened. I'm not going to risk it now, considering I don't have my whole colony here. I mean, we only have 4 people that are actively conscious right now. I think if I do that, this will be enclosed. Yeah, okay, it's indoors now. Even though this is this chunk has this door forced open, it's still considered indoors, although it's unroofed right now. Going to remove that roof area so the coolers can exhaust into it. Zega doesn't have power yet. We are a little bit low on steel. We used to have somebody dedicated to that. Oh, is that going to be Galvin again? Galvin has a passion for it. So he's going to be our miner. Especially he's abrasive, so I want to kind of keep him away from people. He's a story writer. So he'll be mining along, thinking about plot lines and stuff. He'll be okay. I do think what I should think about a little bit here is flagstone pathways. to move them around the map a little more efficiently, because right now on soil they're moving at like 87% speed, sand it's like 76%, and there's a lot of that. So if I had flagstone, we wouldn't have an issue. Galvin is starving. Fluff is going to feed him. Okay, Zyph, build that. Art bench. Oh wow, Fluff is harvesting. A component mining worksite very close by a faction that we don't care about. That's good. We'll do that maybe at some point. Yeah, she's super slow at it, but how fast is she learning? I mean, it's going to take her a while. She has the awful plants gene. Her learned level is 6. Her awful plants gene is -8. So actually, yeah, she's a terrible choice for plants, because it's going to take her forever to level up. So I have to take her off plants. Who else can do plants? Pods, Mitch has contacted you. 18 days ago, you helped him in desperate circumstances. So if you remember, Mitch and his ragtag group of people, they were escaping a facility that was harvesting their organs. We had Mitch. We had Zega was in that group as well, who's off on a mission right now. Decided to stay with us. Mitch decided to leave. I'm trying to remember who else was in that group, and I can't really remember. But anyway, since then, he has gotten back on his feet, and now he wants to reward you properly for your help. He's sending you the following via drop pod: an anti-green warhead, uranium 194 units, and an Archotech leg. So this warhead, an Ultratech warhead powered by a grain of antimatter, usually used by spacecraft or Glitterworld war machines. It creates a huge explosion and starts fires around the target. Can be fired from mortars or installed as a trap. Explodes when damaged. Here's an Archotech leg. It's an artificial leg built by an Archotech. It looks and feels like natural flesh, but a pair of these can move the user as fast as a decent car, and it's harder to damage than plasteel. Even if it is harmed, it repairs itself over time. Its internal workings are a mystery to all human minds. So, we can install this on somebody that's missing a leg, or has a peg leg or something like that. Let's haul all of this to get it indoors and safe. I think Phil has a peg leg. And a bad back. So we'll see. We'll see what we do with that. All right. Art bench. What do we want to make? Do we want to make a grand sculpture? A large sculpture? I mean, this is for Andra. Andra's currently inspired. Let's give her a large sculpture. We'll make it out of, what do we need, 100 of something? We don't really have enough. We actually don't have enough. We can make it out of sandstone. Why don't we make it out of marble, though? Let's make it out of marble. Andra. Let's get somebody crafting some more marble. Zyph will do that when he wakes up. Why are they not hauling this wood? This wool? Oh, she is. She's busy over here. Actually, I don't want you cutting plants anymore. You're doing terribly. You're ruining everything. And you're also not a great hauler when you have Go Juice deficiency. But for now, you're good. We're gonna have to figure out what to do with you. Maybe you'll be the cleaner and Andra will be the hauler. Is that marble? No, it's slate. No, it is marble. And she needs 100 marble. And there's 72 right there. And 75 in storage. So she's okay. Come on, Andra. You're inspired. Make something. I want to see what you're going to make. Fluff started a social fight with Zyph. You guys are fighting again? Fluff's going to win. She always does. Oh. I think Zyph used that one. Smashed Fluff's left shoulder. She's got bruises, a cracked left radius. But she cracked Zyph's left tibia, left radius, and right humerus. Andra is working in the dark. I don't have enough steel or anything like that, so. It is what it is right now. All right, any trees growing? We still have alpacas on the map? No. I mean, the tree population was decimated. See if we have any. None have regrown. I hope that's not permanent. But I mean, hypothetically, if all the trees are destroyed, then we'd be in trouble. Martin is cooking. I just flipped Fluff to be the cleaner because when she has her Go Juice addiction in effect and she's has a mood impact, she can only haul half what she normally would be able to, which is 38 instead of 75. Whereas Andra, she can still haul the full 75 and also have her on growing. So she'll sow fields. Andra's halfway done with her sculpture. What'd you do, Andra? You gonna go eat or something, or you gave up? Yeah, she's gonna go eat. I wish she would have finished. She's sleeping. Andra is sleeping. Galvin, when are you up? 2 more days? Yep, 2 more days. Where's all our food? Harvest the corn, somebody. Fluff is wearing a tainted flak vest. It's important, but it is tainted. I wonder she's not happy. Same thing with Andra. Meteorite. A large meteorite has struck ground in the area. It has left behind a lump of limestone. Look at that. What's that, 9 tiles? Mining yield of only 1? It must be a chunk. Yeah, it's a chunk, which then would be 20 blocks. So that's 180 right there. We're not using limestone for anything right now because there's no natural source of it on this map. Finish your large sculpture. Quest available. One genial prisoner. Alright, our friend Cave from Shalonla wants you to stash a special prisoner for him. The prisoner is a 48-year-old framer named William Mookie Sinclair. William Mookie Sinclair, okay. He knows embarrassing information about Cave's brain power, and Cave doesn't want him to be freed. You only need to keep him prisoner for 17 days until the scandal passes. Mookie is suffering from paralytic abasia and must be kept in bed. I'd get 30 goodwill with Shalonla, which would bring me to ally. I have to figure out a way to do it. There we go. Now, if we could put him in medical bed and not hold him as a prisoner somewhere, then that'd be even better. But I bet you it's going to make me put him in a prison. Yep, I have to put him in a prison somewhere, which is down here. So that's kind of annoying. Can I set one of these as a prison bed? Yeah, I'll do this one right here. I'll finish this real quick. Zyph, finish. Finish those two walls. No. Finish that. Then go do whatever you want. Make this a prison. It is. Now. Martin. Capture him. And there he goes. So now we can just feed him when we have food. I haven't been using this learning helper for probably the last 25 episodes. Fires can burn down a colony. You must prepare before they happen. Okay, so it's advising me to, instead of constructing one big super building, build separate buildings with spaces in between. This is a super building, but so far so good. Use less flammable materials. That's probably something that's helped me because we have sandstone instead of wood. Martin, how about you get some... Andra, we need some agave. And maybe even some berries. She also made a large sculpture. Where is it? I don't see it. Where's the large sculpture? Cook some meals, Martin. We're really low on food and we don't have any raw materials here. What happened? We got too far behind. We got nobody planting rice. Where is Martin anyway? Cook. You're very concerned. Go cook. Oh, he has food poisoning. Zyfe. Yep, thank you for cooking. Great. Who needs rescue? Martin, he's down from food poisoning. Rescue Martin. Rector role deactivated. We don't have enough Archotechnists in your colony fell to 1. That's because we had those people, we have them out on a mission right now. Alright, what's going on here? Martin's down. Andra, maybe you could harvest this corn? Yeah, do that. Harvest the corn so that Zyfe has something to work with. And in fact, Fluff, then you're gonna just haul it. And Zyfe continue cooking. Who's starving? Zyfe, cook the food. It's right there. There you go. Andra's doing that. Haul this corn. Look at the yield on that corn. Zyfe, keep cooking. Is he hungry? He needs to eat. Is anybody else starving? Because apparently they don't know how to feed themselves with corn. Cows join. A group of cows, abandoned or lost, have wandered into the area. They seem accustomed to human contact and are joining the colony. The kitchen is slightly dirty, but that's still good. We have a cow. We have a cow and a bull, and multiple alpacas. I think we have a lot of hay here. We do. We're good on hay. All right, we have one meal. Zyfe is tired, but he needs to cook for the sake of everybody. Fluff is cleaning crazily. It's clean in the kitchen now. We have 2 meals. I think if we hit, when we hit 5 meals, we'll release him. Come on, cook one more, Zyfe. One more. Okay. Everybody can live for a day. Andra is hauling. The yield is great on corn. She should be eating right now. There she goes. Fluff is cheering up Galvin. Galvin needs to wake up like 15 hours. Great. We need another contributing member of society here. We're like in shambles. Why is it? I think it's because we need at least 3 people doing something with crops. So that's going to kind of be what we need to do. Martin's up and at him. He's going all the way here for some reason. Oh, he's grabbing duck eggs. We have 6 meals available. All right, what are their other needs? Well, he's upset because of the tree dying. He's also in serious pain from food poisoning, correct? 8 raw food, 8 without a table. So he's just mad about the food situation and food poisoning and all that. Fluff is mad because she is wearing a tainted flak vest, but she's not breaking, so I'm going to leave her alone with that. Zyph is in pain. Well, you got into a fight with Fluff. So, what do you expect? Andra is just upset about the flak helmet that's tainted. Being in the dark. Okay. We're back to stable. We have 7 meals. This Mookie guy. We have to hold on to him for another 16 days. But that's going to be great. When we end that quest, we're going to have relations of 85 with Shalonla. Which would mean that they're our ally. We get attacked, they'll send people, hopefully. They'll do other things to help us out. That's what we need. We never did find out Martin's story. He's always been a little mysterious. Galvin's about to wake up in 7 hours. Jump right in. He's got cabin fever. Well, yeah. We only have a telescope, which is recreation type, and I think dexterity play, which is the horseshoes. And social interaction and so forth, but we don't have anything else. And so they're getting to a point where they're a little frustrated. Maybe we need to move that chess table finally. Yeah, let's move the chess table. Right into the corner there. Who wants to move it? Fluff, maybe when you wake up? And let's make let's make 2 marble stools. Oh, there's an eclipse. One of the moons of this planet has orbited in front of the sun. An eclipse has begun. All right, we're cooking. A lot of corn. Corn is great. Now we need to start sowing the fields because we have nothing growing. All this corn will last us until we can grow the rice in these areas. Who's supposed to do that? Andra. That will be the next thing she does. And Martin. I don't want Fluff going anywhere near that. One of these cows is pregnant. Where you going, though? You leaving? You're not leaving. Do you not have a bed? Here's the pen. You could sleep there. There you go. Plenty of room at the old pen. I can't believe he's walking all the way over here to grab duck eggs. And he's only grabbing one at a time? No. I need Fluff. That needs to be her task. You remember we have this creepy room over here. And we have this room over here with a crypto casket and a hermetic crate. Galvin's up. Welcome, Galvin. Did you just take off your clothes? That was the first thing you did? There's pants in here, I think, for you. Okay, he's putting on the pants all by himself. There you go. All right, well, let's get you caught up. This is Hope. We are the Babblers. Your fellow colonists are Martin, Fluff, Zyph, and Andra. We got a couple more people off, 3 more people off on a mission. You'll meet them later on. I see that you have a burning passion for shooting and art, a passion for intellect and mining. So I'm thinking that's going to be his thing is mining and then research. I already have it set up. Yeah, mining and research. Great. Yeah, I mean, let's just call it what it is. Where's mining? There. Your job is to mine that entire thing. Come back whenever you're done. But that's like one of the furthest things away from the main base. So it's going to take him a very long time to do that. Can I tell him to always have a certain thing in inventory? I don't think I could do that. No. Okay. Carry. What's that? Carry medicine. I'd love to be able to carry food. Okay. I just set all of them to attack if they're attacked, except for I think Fluff and Galvin, they'll flee. So if for some reason they're not drafted, they're going to attack back, but I'll always be aware. I'm so glad Galvin's up. All right, well, we sent off 3 colonists this episode. We narrowly escaped starving. We had 3 people starving with no food even harvested at that time. But Andra has helped catch us up by cutting down all his corn. Now we just need to plant some rice fields. And that little scare is going to teach us to really have a good stock of raw food to be cooked, as well as making sure that we're taking care of our grow zones. But that's it for this episode. Join me next time to see what happens. I'll see you then.